story always stays with almost everyone up north because that's told to you when you're a school child or from your grandmother or your grandparents. And this is when I wanted to make a film, something on the history of Northern India, that I approached the SGPC Amritsar, and hence when the permission came, I thought, let me put this film on, the story in film, which then I thought कि ये सिर्फ कुछ 45 मिनट की कहानी हो जाएगी, बहुत खींचूंगा, 4 सफ़ों में पड़ी है, लेकिन हमें 2.25 घंटे की फिल्म को 2 घंटे में लाना पड़ा, इतनी इन्फॉर्मेशन थी इसके बारे में.
I think one of the key things for this film that actually worked was was us sitting on a dining table and actually talking about Chaar Sahibzaade, as is one of the many stories that you grow up with, which your parents tell you. And there's only that much information that I had. It's only when Dad started actually, looking into this film and researching this film and finding out more and more about it. By the end of it, if you actually walk into his office, he's probably got close to 30 odd books on Sikhism. There is no historian he's not met, traveled to different parts of Punjab, met pretty much everyone there, just to get the real stories out. I mean, at the end of the day, this is history. This is something that happened, 300 odd years ago. So it's pretty much everything's based on facts, and I think for me it was pretty much being with him through this journey, even though, it's animation and we sort of crossing our fingers and hope, that it gets widely accepted.
Actually, there are so many incidents that have happened up north, and so every historical evidence is there what happened where. Primarily because it was those very disturbing days of the in the 17th century, a lot of war zone of a lot of upheavals in wars, battles. So mostly the evidence of the forts and everything has been destroyed. But there are very few evidences. When you see the film, we probably in the end of the film show you that picture of what I showed you is a replica of the exact thing that is there in Punjab today. So there's a lot of evidence of history that is right there, and it's all that within about the 20-30 mile sort of radius area. So I have made sure that any and everything that possibly is there. So I went there, clicked the pictures, went to my animation studio with Mr. Prasad and his team, told them this is the tree where Guru Gobind Singh laid at night and rested. That tree is still there. There's a Gurdwara there. So we created the same tree, same bark, same leaves, everything same, and replicated in the film.
But I haven't seen him for the last 3 years. It's almost to that level that he's working on the sofa and I'm sleeping on the bed. That's how it's been these last 3 years. But it's been such a wonderful journey to tell this story about these kids who actually are the pure lights who came on this earth to give us the freedom of speech, freedom to be who we really are, freedom to be conscious of the fact that whichever way we want to connect with the source, with God, what we call here, we have the freedom to do it. These little kids who were just 18, 14, 5 and 7 actually fought for that. For all of us who are sitting here, have the freedom to do and believe in what we want to believe. And nobody enforcing us to do what we should not be doing. So I'm really in a lot of gratitude because I was sitting in Sarhand when I did the Akhand Path there, and the wall was just next to my Gurdwara. The kind of gratitude I had for these little kids at that point of time, I cannot even say about it. It was so amazing, it was so beautiful.
Now that totally depends because I'm not allowed to, if you see this film in which you saw the shot of the Gurus, Guru Gobind Singh Ji, he was not animated, he was just still. So I do not have permission to animate the Gurus. I have shown in the film my Guru, but only in still form. Now, there is a lot of huge public opinion which is saying that, why can't we do that? I think that's a call the Shiromani Gurdwara Prabandhak Committee has to take, and only then will I be able to do that if they allow me. But I would love to.
To tell you honestly, my reaction wasn't that great because firstly it's animation. Secondly, he's tackling something which is a very, very difficult subject. And I knew there would be a long process to get, various different permissions and, lots of due diligence to be done for this film to be made. But then that's pretty much why he's a father and I'm a son, and why I look up to him, because he takes up the challenge head on. And it's pretty much 3.5 years hence we are standing here, and from whatever I can see, I feel very, very proud.
History को पूरा बरकरार रखना और किसी भी इस फिल्म के जरिए किसी को भी कोई दुख ना पहुंचाना या हर्ट ना करना, ताकि हर चीज़ उतनी करेक्ट हो जो कि हिस्टोरिकली करेक्ट थी. बहुत मुश्किल था ये काम, हर लफ्ज़ में कुछ ना कुछ मतलब गलत निकल जाता है और एक बहुत लंबा और मुश्किल सफ़र था, तय किया. बहुत अच्छा है कि अगर कहीं से किसी भी जगह पे कुछ ऐसा दुख पहुंचा है, उन लोगों को वो बात देना कि हम भी आपके साथ हैं, इससे बेहतर और क्या हो सकता है। मैं कहूँगा कि ये एक बहुत ही ड्रामेटिक, एक बहुत ही करेज वाली कहानी है इन चार साहबजादों की, जो कि एक कहानी, इस पिक्चर में कोई रिलीजन नहीं है, एक कहानी, एक ट्रेजेडी है इन चार बच्चों की, और जिसमें उन्होंने अपना वैल्यूर और करेज दिखाया एंड दे स्टक टू देयर प्रिंसिपल्स। ये एक ड्रामेटिक कहानी है, इसके साथ रिलीजन का कोई लेन देन नहीं, सिर्फ इतना जरूर है कि वो गुरु साहब के बेटे थे। सो इट्स अ स्टोरी टेलिंग, इट्स नॉट एनी प्रीचिंग और एनीथिंग ऑफ दैट काइंड।